everyone. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are well. This is your TGIF for Friday, the 5th of September, 2025. So with that said, let's dive in. Here we go. The deck that I'm using is the Prometheus Tarot. Everything you need, guys, as you know by now, is down in the description box. I'm still offering 30% off 30-minute love readings. I've kept it running, okay? All right, guys. And we're going to be turning things around, starting off with the sign of Pisces. Here we go. So, Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. This is the TGIF reading for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Friday, the 5th of September, moving into the weekend and into a new week. I don't know why. I'm seeing somebody on the phone. They're listening to a conversation and then they're very gently putting the phone down on the receiver. An old-fashioned phone, right? Like you used to have in the 1970s, 1980s. They're putting the receiver down on the phone and they're walking away. And the other person is saying, hello, hello, hello. And all they're hearing is this dialing tone, right? That's it. So Pisces, are you taking in information and with that information you're deciding to detach, not say anything else, disconnect? I don't know, guys. Are you listening in to somebody's conversation on the other line, trying to figure out what they're up to? Okay. Let's see what's going on, people. I hope you're not just going to disconnect from someone, but there we go. You know, you would have your reason. All right. The Queen of Wands. So Pisces, you could be sat in your Queen of Wands energy, or you could be dealing with a Queen of Wands. All right. Three of Cups. Eight of Swords. You're in your emotion. I'm hearing bouncing from upset to anger, upset to anger, upset to anger. Okay, Pisces. Oh my goodness, guys. Knight of Cups. I'm hearing, I do care about you. I'm really sorry. Two of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, it's as if, well, what's done is done. I may be connecting with a masculine, or this could be a family dynamic. You could be a female Queen of Cups, Pisces, dealing with a Queen of Wands. This is someone taking action to reconcile with you. But I feel that this person caused you a lot of upset, a lot of anger, a lot of pain. They're coming in to say, I do care about you. But Pisces, look at your energy. It's as if, I don't think so. I don't think so. Guys. And you're not the sort of sign, Pisces, who cuts someone off without a really good reason. So whatever this person did, you may have felt it was unforgivable. Wow. Eight of Cups. What you're saying to this person is, Pisces, I've already disconnected. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've already moved to calmer waters. It's done. Gosh, guys. Page of Cups. Yes, Pisces, you are apologizing for no longer wanting to be part of this person's life. Nine of Pentacles. It's as if I'm okay by myself. Thank you very much. I'm okay. I'm hearing, despite what you did, I'm okay. Goodness me, goodness me. Pisces, you're walking away from someone because they betrayed you, because they may have been a little bit strategic. They may have caused you a painful ending of some kind. The Empress. Wow. Okay. Death card. Pisces, it's done. Despite what this person did to you, you transformed your situation, you learned a series of painful lessons, and you elevated yourself to the energy of the Empress. Judgment. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, the Sun. You made a decision, Pisces, not to ask this person to face Judgment Day, but you simply made a decision to move forward and embrace victory and success in your own life. I'm hearing again, despite what they did to you. So Pisces, this is a really powerful energy. If you were sat in the past feeling all upset, screwed up inside, I can't believe what this person did to me, they pulled me into the 10 of Swords. Rather than calling this person out, rather than picking up the phone and giving them a tough time, rather than pointing the finger, Pisces, you elevated yourself and you simply decided to detach. And it's as if this person can't believe that it's really done. It's really done. Because Pisces, for many of you, once you have made a decision, there's no drama, there's no arguments, there's no chaos, there's no actual conflict. You simply detach. Radio silence. You swim off in another direction, and that is that. And this person, Pisces, can't quite believe it. Now, this could be a family dynamic. You may have had major issues with a Queen of Wands who might have been strategic, okay, caused you to sit in the 10 of Swords. Or Pisces, you could be a masculine dealing with a Queen of Wands who could have been your partner, who may have, you know, had fun with a third party. And this is you as a masculine thinking, absolutely not. I'm not going back to that Queen of Wands, right? My partner. In which case, Pisces, as a masculine, you may be wanting to move towards someone, Saturn pre-Empress energy, to apologize for causing them a painful ending, saying to this person, I've transformed, I've faced Judgment Day because I've become enlightened that you are my true divine twin. Okay? Underneath the deck, guys, we have Justice. Justice will prevail. Justice will prevail. Libra energy, 3 of Wands. Pisces, whoever you are in the mix, you're embracing change. You're looking to your future. 4 of Swords, you're healing, Pisces. You're healing, guys. High Priestess, you're detaching. Okay. You're not speaking to this person anymore. Ace of Coins. You could be thinking about a lump sum of money. You could be thinking about uprooting and moving, or you have already uprooted and you've moved somewhere different, maybe to detach from this person. With the energy of the Hangman, this is you. You sacrificed for way too long, Pisces. You're seeing things differently now. And I think with the 8 of Coins, you are working really, really hard to stabilize yourself. Okay, you could be working on a property. You could be hoping to move into a new property, or this is you simply working on your stability. 8 of Wands, this person's going to be communicating really quickly with you, Pisces. I want to talk, almost urgent, but Ace of Swords, nope, it's done. It's done. You're washing your hands of a situation, Pisces, and you are sitting in victory and success and a sense of justice. And I really congratulate you for this energy, Pisces, because you are not sitting in revenge. You're not sitting in malice. You're not sitting in anger. It is dissipated. The hurt has dissipated. And Pisces, you are simply moving forward. Congrats, guys. Beautiful energy. All right, let's move into angel messages. What do the angels have to say to my lovely Pisces? Thank you, Michael. A year from now. Okay, so 12 months from now, there's something better. So Pisces, you are moving on up. I'm hearing moving on out. Wasn't that a song? Oh, time to break free. Nothing's gonna stop you. Yeah, Pisces, you are cutting off, you're moving on, and there is going to be a sense of happiness, expansion, forward movement in your life, and a sense of victory. Okay, a year from now, you're going to be feeling so much better. And there could be a fortunate turn of events. All right, my beautiful Pisces, quite a long reading for you, but I hope it's helped. Take care of you. Have a lovely weekend. And let's move to the sign of Aquarius. Here we go, my lovely Aquarians. How goes it, guys? Hope you got something lovely planned for the weekend. Let's figure out what the next few days are going to bring you. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Aquarians? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 5th of September, moving into the weekend and into a new week. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarian energy. Thank you, Michael. I'm seeing somebody with a microphone, a magnifying glass. Are you watching someone closely, Aquarius? Are you looking at the fine print somehow? Okay, Aquarius, you feel betrayed. It may be somebody's upped and left you. It could be fast. It could be this person just almost upped and left in the middle of the night, or you might have felt betrayed relating to a lump sum of money. 8 of Wands, you were very angry about this, guys. 9 of Wands. Why do I feel you communicated with somebody sort of hiding in the shadows, feeling a bit guilty, who left you for someone else? Bless you. Okay. Wow. Aqua. The Death card, Scorpio energy. Okay. Major change and transformation. 7 of Wands. I think, Aquarius, you would have wanted to fight for this person, to transform the situation. But I think you took a big step back, and with the energy of the Knight of Swords, I think you felt that anger rise within you. What am I doing? Saying to this person, let's work on this. They left me for someone else. They betrayed me, right? It's as if, what am I thinking about? I need to leave this person. It's good that they've left me. But it was a Tower moment. Yeah. I mean, you did say to this person, Aquarius, it was a shock. I can't believe you did this. 10 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this is a family situation going up in smoke, guys. High Priestess. Wow. Aquarius. I think you are just deciding to detach. Okay? Yeah. Ace of Wands. Yeah, because the secret this person was keeping was they were unfaithful. The Hermit, Virgo energy, they were unfaithful. And I think, Aqua, this is you doing some soul searching. And with the Knight of Coins, this is you realizing that you're better off moving towards somebody else or allowing somebody else into your life. Wow. Underneath the deck, the 5 of Swords. You had to deal with somebody who sabotaged a situation. Could have been a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Or Aqua, this is you as a masculine, feeling that somebody just wanted your money and then they just left you. Judgment. Whoever hurt you, Aquarius, is facing Judgment Day. But you're holding back from this person now. Queen of Swords. Okay, Aqua, I think this might be you. Or you may, as a masculine, have been dealing with a woman who was very strategic just after your money. When they got what they wanted, they literally just left you. 4 of Pentacles. You're there hanging on to what you've got left, Aquarius. You are looking at the past, almost in disbelief. How could this person do this to me, you know? Page of Coins. Now, Aquarius, they may be trying to come back to say sorry in the future. Or this is you thinking, I offered them what I had. I offered them what I had to give, right? And they betrayed me. So you are moving on. If you're a masculine, Aquarius, this could be you and a partner. You might have realized you were with someone who just wanted you for your money. This is you initially panicking and thinking, oh no, I want this person back. But I think what you're realizing is this was the best thing that happened. If this person didn't genuinely love you, it was best that the Tower fell And this is you seeing things very differently. All right, well, I wasn't supposed to be with this person after some soul searching. This is you thinking, all right, I am actually supposed to be with somebody else. I will commit to somebody else in the future. If you're a feminine Aquarius, you could have got caught up with somebody who was after your money, same type of thing. And this is you initially very upset, realizing the truth, but thinking, okay, right, I'm going to let this person go. Or this could be a family situation where somebody betrayed you relating to money. And this is you just sitting in disbelief, right? How could a family member do that to me? But you are very strong at this point of time. You may be disconnecting, if that's the case, from a family situation because you found out the truth. And this is you deciding, Aquarius, to walk a new path, to concentrate on you. So let's see what the angels have to say, Aqua. What messages do we have for Aquarius? Thank you, Michael. There's something better, Aqua. There may be a connection here with a Pisces. That card came through for Pisces. There's something better, Aquarius, as in what they're saying is just detach, walk away, right? You don't need to be dealing with this. No need to worry. Aquarius, the angels have your back. Okay? Beautiful. So guys, I'm leaving it there, moving to the sign of Capricorn. So Caps, how's it going? Are you well? Let's see what the cards have to say. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Capricorns, please? I'm seeing somebody on a boat. Looks like a small boat on a river. They got their hands waving around their head. Cavi, you may have problems with gnats, flies. Okay, are you trying to stay on top of your emotion, batting away people that are irritating you, people that you don't trust? Are you trying to distance yourself without feeling emotional? Okay. Oh, bless you. I felt a wave of feeling a little on your own. I don't know who I can trust. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. I don't really know what I'm wanting to do. You may be really up in your head, Cappy. It's as if I would just want everyone to leave me alone so I can think. But you may find it difficult to get away from people. You may find people are poking at you, you know. Wow. Yeah, Cappy, there is a really strong sense of just wanting to be left by yourself, right? Feeling very emotional for some Cappies out there. Goodness me. All right, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, Cappy. The Lovers. Wow, guys, are you making a choice to be with a Gemini? Are you making a choice to be single? Two of Pentacles. You don't know what you want, Capricorn. Four of Wands. Do I want a relationship or not? You may be struggling to keep a roof over your head for some of you, struggling financially. The Death card, Scorpio, you're really wanting things to change. You're really wanting things to change. Okay, guys. Eight of Coins. You're happy to put the work in, right? You're happy to put the work in, but there is a sense of fear. Cancerian energy. There is a sense of fear that you're going to end up heartbroken. Okay, Caps. Wow, guys. The Hangman. Seeing things differently. Realizing, Cappy, that you've been self-sacrificing. Or for some of you, you may feel brokenhearted about someone who could be a Cancerian or a Pisces or a Scorpio, a water sign, or a Gemini. Okay. Seven of Wands. Two of Wands. You're standing at crossroads, guys. The sun is setting. You're standing at crossroads and you're thinking, what do I want here? What do I really want? Okay, I know I want to be happy. I know I want to grow and expand. I know I want to spread my wings, right? 10 of Wands, but you're looking at the past feeling burdened because you took a leap of faith and a risk, or you might have felt burdened about an Aries in the past. Somebody may have destroyed your trust in love, right? I don't trust anyone now. But Cappy, I don't think all is lost. I think you're in your head feeling emotional, feeling a little bit on edge. You're needing time to think. You're slightly worried about money. You're thinking about whether or not you want a relationship or whether or not you want to be single. I think somebody hurt you badly in the past. And this is you nervous to trust again. But why do I feel as if a door is sort of swinging open and you're looking at it thinking, do I step through that door? I don't know. Seven of Coins. You are looking at past mistakes. I think, Capricorn, you trusted someone, or you may be looking at past mistakes relating to money. I shouldn't have spent money that I had at the time. I should have saved my money, right? Six of Wands. Caps, there might have been a sense in the past where you sat in a little bit of ego without even realizing that you were doing that, because you were determined to move forward with victory and success. You were absolutely determined, right? I'm going to do this. Yes, right? So you might have moved, you might have spent money moving, or you may have trusted someone that you shouldn't have trusted. Hierophant, Taurian energy, Page of Swords. But Cappy, you had to deal with a difficult message of truth, and with that truth, whatever it was, you either held back or this is you thinking about a Leo, or you may have realized that a decision you made affected your health. I thought I could deal with this. I thought I could cope with this. I thought I was strong and robust, right? And this is you thinking, I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling happy. I'm sitting here heartbroken. I'm sitting feeling really burdened. I took this leap of faith and a risk and I shouldn't have done it. But Cats, why do I feel as if there's a lot of happiness in your future, guys? I'm feeling it. You may be in a difficult energy right now. You could be in the darkness at the moment, Caps, right? What am I supposed to be doing? Where am I supposed to be living? Who am I supposed to be with? What career path should I be taking? Cappy, you're floundering in the dark a little bit, but I feel doors are flying open for you, but you can't see those doors because you're sat feeling burdened about a risk that you took. That's all you are thinking about. So Caps, disconnect from that negative energy. Look to your future. Look at what you have achieved. Look at what you could do. Look at those doors that are flying open. And if you don't see them yet, they will be opening for you. And go for it, okay? It is going to work out, but rather than sitting there thinking, oh my God, I don't know what to do, maybe I should just stay here in the darkness. No, 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 kick out of it. Kick out of it. Lift your face to the sun. And once the door is fully opened for you in front of you, just go for it. Okay, go for it. Go for it. What do the angels have to say to my lovely Cappies? Yeah, you're just feeling a little bit in it at the moment. And I'm feeling emotional. Yeah, you may not trust anyone, Caps. Somebody may have broken your trust and you found it really difficult to trust again. Yeah, yeah. Cappy, bless your heart. I want to give you a hug out there. You have been through it. Somebody betrayed you, somebody deceived you, somebody caused you a lot of pain and heaviness and heartbreak and stress. And I don't think you trust anyone. That's the truth, yeah. But Cavs, you have so much that is going to be positive ahead of you. I feel it. You're ready, Capricorn. You're ready. Okay, so feel the fear. jump in, yes. Take that leap of faith, okay? You need to learn to trust again. And I think the next person or situation you're going to find yourself in is going to allow you to fully heal. And you're going to be able to lift yourself up out of this dark sort of murkiness, okay? All right, head towards the sun, Cappy. So guys, I hope that's helped. Have a lovely weekend. And we're now moving to the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, my Saggies, how goes it, guys? I don't know why I'm hearing making hay whilst the sun shines. You may be on a roll. You could be on a roll. All right, Sag, sounds good, guys. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Sagittarians? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How weird. I'm seeing an old-fashioned record player, a really old-fashioned one. I can't remember. Okay, Michael's saying gramophone? Okay. Gramophone. Maybe that's what I mean. And somebody's turned it off, but it hasn't just switched itself off. It's grinding to a halt. You know, it's as if there's music playing and suddenly it goes, right? It slows right the way down. Are they asking you to stop, Sag? Slow down. They may be. Or are you feeling that a cycle's sort of slowly grinding to a halt? Oh, my Saggies, are you grinding to a halt? Are you tired, guys? Maybe you need a break, Saggy. 9 of Pentacles, my Saggies. All right, guys. 7 of Swords. Judgment. The King of Pentacles. The 3 of Coins. Sag, I think you had issues with the King of Pentacles, King of Coins. This is you sat in beautiful, strong energy. Okay, you've learned a lot of lessons. You're powerful, you're independent. I feel you can see clearly that this King of Pentacles was deceptive. You're asking this King of Pentacles to face Judgment Day, but they want to somehow work on the situation. Okay, Saggy, 10 of Wands. You're looking back feeling burdened. You might feel stressed about a Virgo. You're taking a step back. You're thinking about the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Destiny. This person wants to move into a new cycle with you, Sag. But you see this as causing you a lot of stress. It's as if I really don't think I want to go there. I don't think I want to go there. Yeah, because even thinking about opening the door to this person again causes you to sit in the 9 of Swords. It's as if it's not worth it. It's not worth it. 3 of Wands. Sag, you are turning your back. Your ships are going to come in. Okay. King of Swords. Now you could be, instead of moving forwards with a King of Pentacles, you may be deciding to move forwards with a King of Swords. Okay. 5 of Coins. Who, Sag? I feel misses you. So my Saggies, did you potentially initially choose a King of Coins, but then realised they were up to no good, they were connecting with other people, they weren't honest with you, and you might have left a King of Swords out in the cold because you chose the King of Pentacles? You may be wanting to go back to a King of Swords. You may want to go back. Yeah, bless his heart. I mean, Sag, this is someone who is wanting to be with you. This is someone who is saying to you, I never forgot you. I never fell out of love with you. I still want this. But Sag, you may have chosen someone else and broke this person's heart. You're heading back to them to say, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for choosing the King of Pentacles over you, or I'm so sorry I disconnected from you. I've looked at my situation and I've realized that you're the person that I should be with. This person's matching your energy, right? They're sitting in grounded, stable energy. I feel this is someone who's never going to let you down. This is someone, Sag, who might always have held a candle for you. And they see you sat in pre-Empress energy. I mean, this is beautiful, guys. Three of Swords. Okay, Sag. You might have to cope with the fact that this person is going to say to you, you broke my heart, Saggy. I wanted to be with you and you chose somebody else, but I waited for you out in the cold, hoping you'd come back, and this is you returning to this King of Swords. Sag, is this reunion? This is reunion, guys. This is reunion. Hangman, you're seeing things very differently. Okay, Seven of Cups. You may have been confused, or you might have wanted to look at other options other than this King of Swords, and you found a King of Pentacles. But with the High Priestess, your intuition was telling you otherwise, right? Your High Priestess energy was saying to you, no, go back and heal the situation with your King of Swords, Aquarian energy. You held back from this person, but I also feel, Sag, they never wanted to let you go. I feel with the Six of Cups, you are returning to a King of Swords, and with the energy of the Seven of Pentacles, you may be saying to this King of Swords, I'm so sorry. I chose the wrong person. I realized that I missed you. I realized I couldn't get you out of my head, and I want this back. Your King of Swords is going to say to you, okay, I know you left me out in the cold, but I still love you. I never forgot about you. I always hoped you'd return. And even though you caused me heartbreak, Sag, I love you. I mean, this is an amazing guy. Yeah? Six of Coins. Sag, this is going to be an equal give and take relationship. Okay? It is. Yeah. Yeah. Two of Cups. You love this person. You love this King of Swords. This is your true person. So, Sag, I don't know why you chose the King of Pentacles. It might even have been you might even have been in a situation, Sag, where you were in a long-term relationship with a King of Pentacles, but you'd separated from the King of Pentacles and lived separately from this guy, but you hung on to it. It might be because there was something here about you retaining financial stability, but what you realized was your heart was with the King of Swords. And so, Sag, you're doing the right thing. You're following your heart. You're following your intuition. And I think this is you going back to an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini who still loves you, Saggy. So this is reunion. Two of Cups. Beautiful. So here we go, guys. Let's have a couple of messages from the angels. What do the angels have to say to my Saggies? Thank you, Michael. Communicate clearly. All right, communicate clearly, Sag, about forgiveness. Okay, Saggy, you want this person to forgive you. You want this relationship back. Okay? Yeah, bless you. All right. So, my lovely Saggies, I hope that's helped. Let me know in the comments if this is your story. Take care of you guys. Have a lovely weekend. And we're now heading to the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorps, how are you guys? I hope you're well. Let's move into this and find out what's going to be happening for you. I can see someone in an old-fashioned setting, almost sort of Merchant Ivory film fashion, right? They're dueling, but they're dueling by themselves. Are you going through an internal battle, Scorpio? Let's see what this is all about, guys. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Scorpios? You may be going through some kind of internal conflict. Do I do this, don't I? Right? The energy is really strong, Scorps. The energy is really strong in this particular reading for you, the Chariot, yeah. Okay, Scorps, I've got to be honest, guys. You're fighting your shadow. We've got the darkness and the light. You're fighting your shadow. Okay. It could be relating to a Cancerian. It could be relating to going forward, moving towards someone. Maybe, Scorpio, you're fighting your shadow because you feel stuck. You feel trapped. It's as if I know I shouldn't do this, or I know I shouldn't want to do this, but I want to do this. And then you're thinking, no, I shouldn't, right? 10 of Cups. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, Scorpio, you desperately want to sit in the 10 of Cups. You desperately want to move to calmer waters, but you're fighting your shadow because you're held in something complicated, is what I'm hearing. 9 of Cups. If you move forward, you would be sat in a wish come true. You would be sat in an equal give and take connection, right? That 10 of Cups doesn't want to stay there. Interesting. Emperor. You want to take control, Scorpio. But if you do take control and move forward, you could be in danger of sitting in a little bit of shadow, and you would have to sabotage another situation. 10 of Pentacles. You'd have to sabotage the 10 of Pentacles. That's the difficult truth you're telling yourself. I could be happy. I could be happy. I could sit in the 10 of Cups, but I would have to sabotage my 10 of Pentacles if I sat in integrity and did the right thing. Temperance. You're tempering making any move at all, Scorps. The angels are saying to you, look at past mistakes, Scorpio. You may have tried to do this before and it ended in tears. The Hierophant. Think about maybe a marriage that you're held in, or think about your beliefs. Think about a traditional situation. Don't make the same mistake twice, is what I'm hearing. You might have made a mistake with a Sag or a Taurian in the past. And what you're thinking about is, I know I shouldn't do this, but wow, the pull is strong. Page of Wands. King of Pentacles. The Fool. Scorpio, you are desperately wanting to move in a particular direction, but you may feel this would be risky, this would be foolish. So with the Page of Coins, you are going to approach someone, but you're going to approach someone offering them friendship and an olive branch rather than offering them a relationship. It's as if you know that that would be safe. You wouldn't be sat in your shadow, but you could still keep in touch with someone if your situation changed later on. And I hope that you're with me. 3 of Pentacles, yeah. So Scorpio, you are deciding to approach someone, to offer them an olive branch, to offer them friendship only, with the hope that if a connection maybe ends in the future, you would have smoothed the water over with this person. The Sun. I think the reason why you're going to do this is that whoever you were hoping to approach became enlightened, that you were held in another situation, you were possibly married, and that person had a tower moment. So Scorpio, you can't pull the wool over this person's eyes. They know your situation. They know that you're held in something that might be difficult to get out of. And I think you've been fighting your shadow. You really want to be with this person. This person you feel would bring you the 10 of Cups. You'd be sitting in the 9 of Cups. This would be an equal give and take connection. But the angels are warning you, Scorpio, act with integrity. You are held in a very traditional situation. You could risk sabotaging your 10 of Pentacles long-term situation if you made this move, if you took this risk. What they're saying to you is, don't do that, because as well as risking the 10 of Pentacles, you could end up sitting in your shadow. They don't want you to do that. So what you're deciding to do is move towards this person gently, softly, right? Offer them an apology, offer them an olive branch. Maybe, Scorpio, it's time for you to actually tell this person the truth face to face, right? When I met you, I was actually married. Please forgive me. With the hope that if this situation that you're in, which could simply be based on financial stability, if in the future that ends, that disintegrates naturally, then you feel it would be safe, it would be okay morally for you to move towards the person you want to be with, the person that you love. Yeah. So Scorpio, you are going to act with integrity. You are going to do the right thing. Beautiful energy. Let's see what the angels have to say. Here we go, my lovely Scorps. So Archangel Michael, what do the angels want to say? What do the angels want to say to my Scorpios? Opportunity. Romance. Scorpio, I think you saw an incredible opportunity to be with someone that you loved. I think you moved towards somebody in the past, romancing them, but you were actually married to somebody else. You were held in a long-term situation with someone else. I think what the angels are saying is, this opportunity is going to present itself to you later on. And by that time, Scorpio, another situation that you were held in may well have ended. So they may be saying, Scorpio, hang on in there, do the right thing, don't be impulsive, don't sit in overindulgence, give the reins to source, okay? Lovely energy. So guys, I am leaving it there. Take care of you. Have a great weekend. And we're moving now to the sign of Libra. Hello, my gorgeous Libras. Thank God it's Friday. I hope you guys are well. I hope you've got great things planned for this weekend. I'm going to be putting my feet up, I hope. I hope. All right, so here we go. What do we have for my lovely Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we have for Libra? I'm seeing a merry-go-round. Libra, you may feel as if you're either stuck in a really boring routine, right? Oh, round and round and round we go, right? Or you could be in a situation where you're permanently thinking about something, thinking about doing something, wanting to move in a new direction, and then you go back to thinking no. Round and round and round and round your head, maybe. The 10 of Cups. The Hermit. Nine of Wands. You could be thinking of a family situation. You could be thinking of a partnership, a Virgo. The 6 of Cups. You're thinking about the past, feeling a bit weighed down by the past. 8 of Coins. Wanting to work on a situation from the past. 5 of Swords. Okay. 6 of Swords. All right. My lovely Libras. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm feeling emotional. Yeah. Okay. Tower. Libra, you found out that someone wasn't sat in integrity. You found out that somebody wasn't being honest with you. Now, this person might have been either just somebody from your past who now wants to work on the situation and you don't know whether or not you want to do that. Or this person could have been, in terms of zodiac signs, a Virgo, a Scorpio, or an Aries. I think whatever you found out was a Tower moment. This person's wanting to work on the situation. They want to work on smoothing things over with you, moving to calmer waters, but all you're thinking about is the deception. I can't believe it, right? I can't believe they lied to me, or I can't believe that they deceive me. 4 of Wands, you're thinking about your stability. You're thinking about patching up a relationship for some of you after a difficult message of truth. The Moon, Cancerian energy, but you're sat in fear. Empress, you're sat in fear, Libra. This is your Taurian Libra energy. You're coming through as an Empress, okay? You're sat in fear of opening the door again. Yeah, 8 of Swords. You're feeling very emotional. Shifting from anger to upset. You're feeling very emotional about this. It's as if what you feel you should do is tell this person where to go. But because you feel very emotional about this person, or you love this person, it's as if you feel you should give them a second chance. Underneath the deck, Libra, 2 of Pentacles. They might simply have juggled you with somebody else. They might have done. You're thinking about the 10 of Pentacles. They might have done something risky to do with money, leaving you in the 2 of Pentacles. They want to apologize. They want to apologize. They want to come forward to you and tell you the truth. They want to heal the situation with you. 4 of Swords. They are wanting to rebalance the situation. Okay. Which means that if this was something to do with money, then this is someone who wants to give you what they should have given you in the past, but they might have been sneaky, kept money for themselves. Or if this is to do with a relationship, they may not, Libra, have been honest. They may have stepped out on you. They may have juggled you with somebody else. They're wanting to come back to you. They're telling you they're going to put in the work, but you don't know. You don't know if you should give them another chance, the Fool. They either made you look like a fool, or you might be, for some of you, dealing with an Aries. 10 of Wands, you're looking at the past, feeling burdened. I don't know what to do. Libra, what I want to say is lean on your intuition. What does your intuition tell you? If this is a partner wanting to patch things up, Libra, are you worried they simply want to patch things up because they don't want to go through divorce and lose the 10 of Pentacles, right? Does this person genuinely love you? For some of you, if this is a family situation, are they wanting to work on this because they have another agenda? Are they trying to work on this to pull you back emotionally because they want something else from you? You're worried, Libra. You're sat in your integrity. You're sitting in fear, though. And you're in your head. What does this person really, really want from me, you know? So, Libra, let's shift into messages from the angels. Let's see if the angels can shed more light on what you should do here. Archangel Michael, what's the guidance from the angels for Libra? They're saying to you, Libra, that they want you to say yes. Is that right, Michael? Are the angels suggesting Libra says yes to this? And people are going to help you with this. They want you to say yes to whatever this person is suggesting. Rebuilding this, wanting to move to calmer waters. They want you to agree and seek advice from other people about this, or what they're saying is agree to this, because with the energy of helpful people, if this suggests, Libra, that you need to make a big move, it could be even physically, there are going to be people around you to help you with this move. Let's get another message. Final message for Libra. This is a little bit elusive, this reading, but it may make total sense to somebody out there. All right, wait. Okay. So what they are suggesting you say, Libra, is, yes, in principle, I could do this. If I had help with this, I could do this. I would be willing to look at this. But then they're suggesting that you simply wait. As in, things may change later on down the line. It's almost as if they're saying to you, be receptive to working on this. Sit in a compassionate energy if you can. Tell this person you're flexible. Tell this person you'd be willing to look at this. But then wait. It may be you don't need to do this, or it may be that this person says to you, it's okay, Libra, I think we should leave it. So be open-hearted, be flexible, be compassionate, say yes, as if you're very happy to work on this, you're very happy maybe even to sacrifice to bring this person back into your life somehow, but you may not have to go through this. You may not have to agree in the end. Something may happen. All right, I hope that's helped someone, Libra. A little bit of an elusive reading, but there we go. It may make total sense to you. Take care of you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. And let's shift now to the sign of Virgo. Hello, my beautiful Virgos. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. I hope you've got a great weekend planned. Let's figure out what the next few days are going to bring, right? So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 5th of September, moving into the weekend and into a new week for my Virgos. Virgo, you may be taking some time to yourself. I'm seeing somebody just sat with a drink, looking out at a view, just mulling things over. It's as if anyone saw you sort of sat there, Virgo, you'd think, oh, Virgo's just chilling out, having a cup of tea or having a cool drink, right? What they don't know, Virgo, is your mind's going 100 miles an hour. You're doing a lot of thinking, a lot of processing, maybe a situation. Let's see, guys. Ace of Wands. The King of Cups. The King of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. The Seven of Wands. The Three of Wands. The Magician. Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. The Sun. The Eight of Swords. Judgment, Sagittarian energy, the World. Wow. The Strength card, Leo energy. Nine of Swords. The Empress. All right, Virgo. Underneath the deck, Four of Pentacles. You're holding back from people because at the moment, Virgo, you're hanging on to a situation that you have been developing with the Three of Coins. You're thinking about your Ten of Pentacles. You're thinking about the Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. You're thinking about your dream come true. Eight of Cups. Nine of Wands. But do you have the courage, Virgo, to follow your heart's desire? Because it's going to cause disruption and upset, I think, to a partnership or a family dynamic. Virgo, I've got to read you what I see. And you may read these energies differently, and that's fine. What I see is you, Virgo, are in a relationship with an Empress. You're married to an Empress. She could be a Libra, she could be a Taurus. But Virgo, unbeknown to this Empress, up until this point of time, she was unaware that you had feelings for another man. You're coming through as the King of Pentacles. Unbeknown to this Empress, you had emotion, desire for a King of Cups. You may have quietly had a fling with a King of Cups, but kept it to yourself. What you've decided to do is to move to calmer waters and be defensive against this King of Cups, because what you're realizing is the truth might be coming out. So this is you sat in fear that someone in the family might have realized that you were attracted to another guy and you might have had a fling. You're thinking about embracing change to be with this King of Cups who might live at a distance. You know you could manifest your happiness, but you're stuck in your head because this is a really big decision, judgment, a really big decision. You know, Virgo, that if you follow your heart and you develop a connection, a same-sex connection with this King of Cups, you know that it would bring a painful ending to a family situation. And so you've been holding back, you've been stressing out, thinking about the reaction of an Empress, your wife, maybe. I think with the Four of Pentacles, you're holding back from working on the situation with your King of Cups because of the Ten of Pentacles. You are in a very stable, traditional married situation with your Empress. You've been thinking maybe I could separate from the Empress, which would mean we wouldn't go through divorce. We could keep our Ten of Pentacles intact, right? And I could have my wish, Nine of Cups. I can indulge my wish, which would be to walk away from the family situation to be with my King of Cups. But Virgo, the final card is the Nine of Wands. It may mean you officially coming out to your Empress. It might be you, Virgo, having to explain what your desires are, what you hope to do, who you hope to be with to maybe children. And you may feel it's going to be a mortifying conversation because your children may have always known you as daddy living with mummy, right? Very traditional. You may have hidden your desire for same-sex connections for a long time, Virgo. You may be feeling that it's now or never. You may be feeling, I either am true to my heart, I'm true to myself, and develop a connection with this King of Cups, or I keep my mouth shut, I sit in heartbreak, I forget about the King of Cups, and I stay in this very traditional marriage, and I say nothing to this Empress. But she may have already intuited, Virgo, that something went on, or she may have seen messages from you to a King of Cups, and she may already be stressing out that you're about to leave her for this King of Cups. Now, Virgo, that is the way I'm reading it. You may look at these energies and read them very differently. That's up to you, but that's what I'm intuiting. Let's see what the angels have to say. Archangel Michael, what do the angels have to say to my Virgos? You're coming through as a King of Pentacles, and you are connected to an Empress, okay? So this could be a baby mama, but this is a very traditional living together situation, or you could be married to the Empress. All right, Virgo, the situation will improve. Whatever situation that is, the situation will improve for you, okay? But you will need to compromise. You will not be able to have everything you want, or you may not be able to move into the ideal situation for you. You are going to have to compromise. But what I'm feeling here, Virgo, is a sort of softening of the energy. I think you've been looking at this in a black and white manner. Well, I do this, and then the tower falls, or I do that, and I'm heartbroken. There may be a way, Virgo, of you still sitting in a place of happiness, but you will have to somehow compromise. Let's get another message. Virgo, I think you're in your head, you're torn, you're stressed, you're heartbroken, you're sitting in fear. There's a jumble of emotions here that you're coping with, and it's very difficult for you. Reconsider your original plan. Reconsider your original plan and compromise, and everything's going to work out. Okay, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Okay, guys? So, I'm leaving it there, Virgo. Take care of you. Enjoy this weekend. And we're now moving to the sign of Leo. Hello, my beautiful Leos. How goes it, guys? I hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for being here. And we are shifting into a brand new week. Are you ready, Leo? So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my Leos, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we have for my lovely Leos moving into the weekend and into a new week? Leo, you are either turning tails on someone, you're turning something back on someone else, or you're seeing things very, very clearly. Archangel Michael showing me a sparkling wine glass glittering in the sun. You're seeing things very clearly. Okay. The Seven of Coins. You could be thinking of money. You could be thinking about the past. You could be thinking about past mistakes, Leo. King of Pentacles. The Death card, Scorpio. The Three of Cups. The Queen of Wands. This is you, my beautiful Leos. Okay, guys. I think, Leo, you're looking at past mistakes relating to a King of Pentacles. A Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, maybe. I think, Leo, you want to rebuild a situation with a King of Pentacles to completely change the energy. You want to reunite with this person, but you don't know whether or not they're going to be receptive to talking. You don't know. It's as if, I'm not sure whether or not this person's going to take me back. This person's going to listen to what I have to say. 10 of Cups. 5 of Wands. There was a lot of conflict and drama in a family situation. Judgment. Wheel of Fortune. And Leo, I think you want to make the judgment call to move into a new cycle. Let's forget about the past. Let's patch things up. Let's sort things out, because you can't deal with the drama. And it could be drama in your head, looking at past mistakes, relating to the King of Pentacles. The World. You know a specific cycle or situation has come to a close. You may have been fighting for something, Leo, but what you're realizing is it's over and done with. You may not be able to change a situation. 8 of Pentacles. So this is you almost saying to this King of Coins, look, we can't change the past. The past happened, but I do want to change the energy between the two of us. I do want to smooth everything over. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to move into this new cycle. I've made the judgment call to put the past in the past and to work on this with you. The Lovers. You're making a choice to do that, Leo. Gemini energy for some. Yeah, okay. Somebody made a choice, Leo. It could have been you, could have been someone else, and there was a sense of betrayal, loss, defeat, upset, a painful ending. With the energy of the Moon, I think you've been sitting there feeling nervous, thinking, well, if I leave things as they are, this rift between us is going to get bigger and bigger. This gap between us is going to expand, and we're never going to be able to come back together again. So you are taking charge, Leo. You're taking charge to mend a situation, to bring people back around you, because what you're worried about is if you don't, you're going to watch this family situation, this partnership just disintegrate. Underneath the deck, the 3 of Wands. You may be, Leo, at a distance from someone. With the energy of the Empress, you could be at a distance from a mother, a sister, an older woman, or you could have separated from your partner. You could be the Queen of Wands sat in the Empress energy. 5 of Pentacles. You might have felt left out in the cold from your person, which is why you detached. Or you may have been obsessed with a very unfair situation to do with money. There might have been very sharp words with the energy of the Page of Swords. You might have said to someone, this is just toxic. Or there might have been an explosive conversation with a Capricorn about some kind of deception. King of Cups. Okay. But I think, Leo, you've been standing at crossroads, just thinking to yourself, whatever this person did, whatever caused me the upset, the pain, the hurt, I want to pull this family situation back together again. You're consciously wanting to do that. Whatever happened here was pretty major. There was a sense of deception, betrayal, and somebody had to sit in Judgment Day. Whether or not, Leo, you know you caused this, or whether or not you know somebody else caused this, you feel you can act as the linchpin to calm everything down and to move things to a place of peace. And that is what you're hoping to achieve. If, Leo, you happen to be the one who was betrayed, you want to change the situation by reconciling with someone. You may feel you'd have to swallow your pride to do this. You may feel they don't deserve it, but better that than letting a family dynamic just collapse. So that's what you're deciding to do. Moving into the Angel Answers deck. Archangel Michael, what do the angels have to say to Leo? Okay. Leo, it is not the right time to try and pull this dynamic together again. They may just be saying it's not the right time. Obviously, there are other people in the mix, Leo, and those other people may be battling things out amongst themselves, or there could be issues between other family members. Don't try to do this yet, Leo. Give it time, okay? Give it time, and it can be recovered. But now is not the right time, Leo, to try and sort this out. Maybe people are hurt, maybe other people are angry. There could also be a lot going on behind the scenes, Leo, that you don't know about. Somebody may be angry, somebody may be facing Judgment Day. There could be issues here to do with money. There could be issues here to do with other people betraying other people here. It could be messy. You may only see the tip of the iceberg, but you may feel, well, I should be the one to sort things out, to pull everyone together. What the angels are saying is, yes, that would be the right thing to do, Leo, but don't try and do it now. Don't try and do it now. It's not the right time, but they are suggesting this could be recovered. All right, so hold back for now, Leo. Keep that thought of reconciliation in your heart, in your mind, but just give it a bit more time, maybe a few more weeks, okay? All right, guys. So, my beautiful Leos, have a wonderful weekend. Take care of you. Thank you for being here, and we're now moving to the sign of Cancer. Hello, my beautiful Cancerians. I hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for being here, and thank God it's Friday. So, my lovely Cancerians, let's see what's going on for you. You may want to sidestep the issue. Michael's showing me a crab running along the seashore. You may want to sidestep the issue. Is there any way around this? I don't really want to move forward. Is there another way? Okay, Cancer, you are looking at every single angle of a situation. You haven't made a move yet. You haven't made your choice. You're in your head. Okay. All right. My lovely Cancerians. Let's see what's going on, guys. I hope you can hear me. The Queen of Wands. So Cancer, you are thinking about an Aries, Leo or Sag female. I don't think this is you. 8 of Coins. You're wanting to work on a situation with a Queen of Wands. King of Swords, but you're needing to be strategic. I do feel that you are sat in the King of Swords energy. You have to create a plan which is going to make everybody happy with the energy of the Sun. Okay. The Queen of Cups. All right. Cancer. You may be taking charge of a family situation between a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Cups. These two aren't speaking. This Queen of Wands is telling you, I'm busy working. This Queen of Cups is moving forward with victory and success. She's wearing her heart on her sleeve. I think, Cancer, you are sat right in the middle as the King of Swords. Now, you may read these energies differently. I think you're trying to balance a situation. Okay, there might be an issue with a Queen of Wands who could be a Sag, who is sitting in a very temperate energy. She's coasting. right? She's basically saying to you, I'm busy, I'm working, I'm doing my thing. But you may feel she is about to do something risky. She could be an Aries, which might bring the Tower down on a family situation. She could be deciding to move to another country. And you are worried, Cancer, that she is simply going to sit in the energy of overindulgence. She's going to do something which is going to be wonderful for her, but cause upset to other people. So you're having to be strategic, Cancer. You're trying to come up with a plan. You may be trying to figure out when this Queen of Wands is going to make this big move. You may be trying to figure out whether or not the Queen of Cups already knows about this. I feel we're dealing with a lot of maybes. If this happens, then this would happen, but it might not, right? You're trying to plan in advance, and it's something to do with this Queen of Wands who is about to do something risky, which you feel will bring a Tower moment down on a family situation, and you would view this as her being overindulgent. So you're nervous. Six of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Okay. There was unequal give and take in a family situation. It could have been financial, Cancer. And I think you felt betrayed because you're left sort of holding the baby. You're left with the stress of trying to make important decisions going forward, whilst you may be juggling two pentacles. Seven of Wands. You're sitting in a rather defensive energy. You're trying to hold back, speaking your truth. You may also be preventing a massive argument flaring up here. And sadly, it might be to do with money. Cancer, you're desperately trying to keep the peace. You're wanting everyone to move into a new cycle, but what you're worried about is that this Queen of Wands is about to do something risky, which could bring down the Tower. It's as if, Cancer, you're holding your breath as the King of Swords, trying to figure out what you would do if this Queen of Wands made this risky move. If she does this, how would I handle it? I feel that this Queen of Cups is sitting in a very calm energy. She may live in another area. She's trying to grow. She's trying to expand. She feels a certain sense of victory and success. She's balanced her emotions. I think, Cancer, you're almost holding your breath, waiting for the Tower. And it all rests on what this Queen of Wands is going to do. Underneath the deck, yeah, Five of Wands. There was a lot of conflict in a family situation, a lot of drama. I think you pull back to do a lot of thinking about this, Cancer. Four of Swords. I think you tried to detach yourself from the conflict, from the drama. Eight of Wands. I'm almost getting you holding yourself up in a church to sort of hide. I'm going to take refuge in a church here whilst arrows were being fired between the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. It's as if, oh my goodness, I don't want to get involved, right? Page of Cups. You may have apologized to someone, or there could be children in the mix, or these could be two adult children who don't get on. You're very sad about the situation, Cancer. Very sad. You may feel that a water sign here could be the Queen of Cups, would not want to accept somebody's apology. What they did was too much because they might have sabotaged the situation. Could be this Queen of Wands sabotaged the situation and you feel this Queen of Cups wouldn't accept their apology. You're sitting in fear with the moon. It's as if, oh my God, well, I hope this Queen of Wands is just going to lie low. I hope she's going to not take this risky action that I intuitively feel she's going to take. You're standing at crossroads, Cancer. It's as if I don't know what's going to happen if she makes this move. If this Queen of Wands takes this impulsive decision to do something risky with the Fool, you know everything's going to end. You know that a family situation is just going to be blown up. You're hoping she's not going to do anything risky, but you know she's been coasting. You know she's been working on a situation here, hoping to develop a new life path, maybe. But you would see this as her making a foolish mistake in jumping towards something because it would result in the ending of a family situation, even though she would get what she really wants. So Cancer, you're sort of sat in the middle, King of Swords, thinking, I'm just going to sit here and hold my breath and hope things just continue to stay peaceful. You're hoping maybe by working on the situation with the Queen of Wands, she's not going to take this jump. I think you're trying to keep this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Cups apart, right? You're sort of there in the middle with your sword. You're trying to keep these two apart. And this Queen of Cups may have distanced herself and brought in her own success. But Cancer, you feel this Queen of Wands has got something else up her sleeve. Temperance energy. She's been coasting, but she's about to do something risky and you're nervous. All right. Yeah. Okay, Death card, Scorpio. It could completely change a situation. It could actually create a permanent disconnect between these two. Yeah. Three of Cups. Cancer, you are trying to bring these two together, or you're just trying to keep them apart, but to keep yourself nice and balanced in peace. You're coming through as the King of Cups. So you are the King of Cups and the King of Swords. Yeah. All right, guys. You're holding your breath, Cancer. You are holding your breath. You're trying to keep this Queen of Wands from doing something risky, and you're trying to keep this Queen of Cups happy. You know, feeling all nervous. What is the advice from the angels? Something is going to happen within the next few weeks. What is going to happen within the next few weeks, please? Recovery. You're going to be able to achieve a recovery of a situation within the next few weeks. Do we have any more information for my lovely Cancerians? Listen to your intuition. Let your intuition guide you. What is your intuition telling you? The Cancer, it is actually up to you. I don't know, Cancer, in the nicest sense, whether or not with the King of Swords you were at all strategic in the past. If you did something that was strategic in the past, which gave power to the Queen of Wands, and you feel worried that she could abuse that sense of power and sit in overindulgence somehow, you're worried about the effect that would have on your family, notably a Queen of Cups. But the angels are saying, Cancer, this can be resolved, recovered within the next few weeks. But it's up to you, Cancer. It's not up to the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Cups. It's up to you, because you were the one that was strategic. You need to sort this out. Okay? All right, guys, I'm leaving it there. Have a great weekend. Take care of you. And we're now moving to the sign of Gemini. Hello, my gorgeous Geminis. I hope things are good in your world. I hope you're well. Let's find out what's going on for you. Moving into the weekend and into a new week, Friday, the 5th of September. All right, what's going on for my lovely Geminis? Thank you, Michael. Wants to be seen. Oh, the 5 of coins. Gem, you may be worried about money, or you may feel a bit left out in the cold. Wanted to be seen. Okay. I'm hearing someone say it's going to take a miracle. I'm seeing somebody trying to wrench apart lift doors that are closed. You're trying to move, you're trying to get into an elevator, you're trying to move, but you can't even open the doors, Gem. You're a bit stuck. Do you feel as if you're trying to achieve the impossible? Do you feel as if you're trying to create progress, but it's just not happening? Let's see what's going on, guys. Let's have a look. Okay, the 6 of Cups. So, Gem, you're thinking of the past, or you're thinking about somebody from your past. 5 of Swords. The Hangman. The 5 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Okay, you've got drama here with someone, Gem. You could be thinking about a Pisces with the energy of the Hangman. I've got to be honest, guys, you may have sabotaged the past by forcing someone to stay stuck, forcing someone to sacrifice. This is someone who's very angry about this, and this is someone who was open in communicating how angry they were. Ace of Swords. I think, Gemini, you're trying to resolve an issue here. You're trying to mend a connection. You're trying to gain some kind of traction and progress in moving into the energy of the Ace of Cups. You're trying to progress a situation emotionally here. You know the truth. 2 of Cups. Gemini, you may be in love with someone, but you breadcrumb them. And maybe now, Gemini, they won't talk to you. Maybe now you feel you have to walk away from this, but you don't want to. You feel, Gem, that you sabotaged a past relationship. You caused someone to sacrifice. You caused someone heartbreak and pain. You caused someone to sit in mental conflict. You caused someone to be angry with you. You know the truth. You want to put the past in the past, Gem, and move into the Ace of Cups with this person because you're in love with them, but you breadcrumb them. Gem, you may not want to face the fact that this might be done. I'm seeing somebody trying to wrench open these lift doors again, steel lift doors in a building, but they just won't budge. Gemini, this person may not want to speak to you. This person may not want to move this forward with you. They may not want to even accept your apology. And it's as if, what do I do now, right? The Star. Aquarian energy. I think, Gem, you want to heal the situation with the person that you're in love with. but you may have to accept the fact that it's over, it's done. 5 of Cups. You may be looking in regret at the past. You may be realizing that you caused someone a tower moment. You want to apologize for that. But Gemini, this person won't even speak to you. Gems, you may have to accept this is done. King of Swords. You may have been a bit strategic. You may have gaslit this person and said something sharp. 9 of Cups. Or you may have rushed after this person wanting to be indulged. You might in the past have wanted to juggle this person with somebody else. I feel with a Page of Coins, you want to pass the olive branch because you want to rebuild this. But Gemini, you may have had a one-night stand with this person and then just dropped them, disconnected from them. Or you may not have been honest about your situation in the past. You might and may still be in a relationship with someone else. Gems, let's have a look and see what this person is going to do. I think you feel you've already sabotaged this, but we haven't seen this person that you're in love with. We haven't seen their perspective or what they may be feeling at this time. So, Archangel Michael, tell us about Gemini's person. You want them back, Gemini, but you may feel it's too late. The Wheel of Destiny. The 7 of Cups. The Lovers. That's your Gemini energy, guys. The Queen of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, Gem, you're in a challenging situation, guys. You're in a challenging situation. You are in a very unhappy relationship. You are still in a relationship of sorts with a Queen of Swords. And I think the woman that you love, that you fell in love with, was a previous lover who found out, Gemini, that you were not single. I think things have got worse in your long-term commitment. I think what you realised was your Queen of Swords was hanging on to you maybe for stability, but she'd moved herself into a situation in the relationship where she acted as if she was single, dated other guys, took lovers, whilst being very straight and blunt with you, Gemini, Queen of Swords. I am hanging on to this relationship. You can do what you want, Gemini. Gemini masculine, right? You're coming through as a masculine. Your Queen of Swords, who you may be married to, is basically carrying on as if she's single because she might have known, Gemini, that you cheated on her in the past. Her revenge, in inverted commas, is to refuse to divorce you. She's holding on to the money, she's holding on to the financial stability of this, but she's holding back from you, which leaves you in a difficult situation. So what you've decided to do is to go back to a lover whom you actually fell in love with, that you left heartbroken. There was a lot of conflict with this person because you might have behaved as if you were single and you weren't. I think, Gem, what you wanted to do was to reach out to the person that you fell in love with to say, can we heal this because I fell in love with you? But you may feel this is over, Gemini, because, first of all, too much was done in the past. This person may not trust you anymore. Secondly, you know, Gemini, that if you tell this previous lover of yours that you're still legally married, they're probably going to turn their back anyway. Because you want to mend this, Gem, right? 3 of coins, you do want to mend this. You want to come in with a little olive branch, but you are still sat in the King of Pentacles energy. This would be an ongoing affair situation still. So Gem, to be honest, guys, what do you expect? Do you really expect this lover that you hurt and caused problems to is going to take you back? If you admit the fact that you're still married? I don't think so, Gemini. I don't think so, guys. So you may have to cut your losses and leave this in the past. It's a shame you're in this really toxic relationship. You could force the hand of the Queen of Swords and say, no, I want a divorce. She has to agree. But it may well be, Gemini, that you're worried that there will be too much money lost. And so you're in a toxic marriage where both of you are cheating on the other, but neither of you want to actually end the marriage because of the money. Going back to the original card that came through, Gem, I think with the 5 of coins, you're either afraid of financial loss, so you're not wanting to divorce your wife, or you feel left out in the cold from your wife, okay, who could be acting as if she's single. So you're looking for a long-term lover. But I don't think this person from the past, Gemini, is going to open the door. You're going to have to leave that be. Let's see what the angels have to say. Archangel Michael, what do the angels have to say to Gemini? Trust. Gemini, I don't think this woman trusts you. This is all about trust. A relationship has to be built on trust. She doesn't trust you because of what happened in the past. You don't trust your wife because you feel she's staying in this relationship for money. She doesn't trust you, Gem, because she may have found you cheating. What the angels are saying, Gemini, is this cannot work because the trust isn't there. If the trust isn't there, it's not going to work out. Yeah, Gemini, what they're saying is let this woman go. Let this previous lover go. It's not fair on her. What the angels, I think, are asking you to look at is your relationship with a Queen of Swords, not the lover. They're asking you to look at the relationship with your Queen of Swords. That's the connection you need to make a decision about. Okay. Whew. All right, Gem. Sorry about that challenging reading. Let's move now to the sign of Taurus. Taurus, how are you, beautiful people? Happy Friday, guys. Oh, we are nearly at the weekend. All right, so Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Taurians, please? Masculine or feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we have for my lovely Taurians? That card flipped out. Was it the Queen of Swords? Yeah, Queen of Swords. All right, Taurus, you may be sat in the Queen of Swords. You want to talk to somebody, you're very serious, you're very suspicious, you're guarded, or you could be dealing with the Queen of Swords who is strategic. We will see, guys. What do we have for my lovely Taurians? Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing the word stuffy. I'm seeing somebody sat in a very small room and they're agitated. They're getting up, they're flinging open the window, they're taking a breath of fresh air and they're saying, oh, that's better. It was getting really stuffy in here. Do you feel the air is thick with tension, Taurus? Or are you just trying to bring fresh energy into a situation where you might have felt a bit enclosed, a bit claustrophobic? How strange. Ace of Wands. 10 of Wands. You're feeling really burdened, Taurus, about a King of Cups. You're feeling really burdened about a King of Cups relationship. Three of Coins. You're trying to work together with a King of Cups to rebuild a relationship. Maybe after an affair situation, or somebody had a one-night stand. But I'm hearing it's not easy. It's not easy. Okay. The High Priestess. Two of Wands. You're nervous, Taurus, because what you're keeping to yourself is that you're actually standing at crossroads. You don't know whether or not this is going to work, or you might be dealing with a King of Cups who is a Pisces or a Cancerian, and you may feel that they're not sure they want to really patch things up with you either. It's as if you're going through the motions of patching up a situation, but both of you are sort of in fight or flight mode, both of you. Following this affair, whoever had the affair, the Moon. You're sat in fear. This has been quite an emotional situation. And you two may have children in the mix, one of which could be highly intuitive, and you may feel this High Priestess might have cut off communication from you because she intuited that one of you, you or your partner, had an affair. It's almost as if there's so much chaos and drama and stress under the surface, but you're pretending to everyone around you, including children, that everything's fine. But you're dealing with a lot here, Taurus. Three of Wands. Knight of Swords. Taurus, this is a challenge. I believe that you feel this High Priestess has intuited what's been going on, and that's why recently she's been quite testy with you. She's been a little bit on edge with you. Because deep down, Taurus, she's heartbroken. Now, this could be an older child who's very intuitive, who figured out what was going on, maybe at a distance. Three of Wands. I think she's trying to sit in the Six of Wands. She's trying to move forward in victory and success. She's trying to manifest a new life. She's trying to manifest a different life, Taurus, maybe in the nicer sense, even trying to manifest disconnecting from the family because she's intuited what went down here. So, what did she intuit? Okay, wow. She might have intuited that there was toxicity in the relationship. It might have related to a Cancerian, or this High Priestess could be a Cancerian. Capricorn energy too. She intuited that there was cheating that went on in a family situation, and that's why she didn't sort of bend over backwards to be overly affectionate with you. You may feel as if she shut off her emotion. Why do I feel, Taurus, this is much more about your connection with a High Priestess than it is with your partner who's coming through as the King of Cups? Because maybe on top of infidelity in your marriage, maybe this is an older child who figured out that one of you was unfaithful. She was breadcrumbed as a child. 9 of Wands. You might have looked back and realized that you were so caught up in having to deal with marital issues. What you couldn't see at the time was that this high priestess felt left out in the cold. And there's a great sense of guilt, remorse, regret, right? Because what you may be realizing now is she's wanting to totally detach from the family. 8 of Cups. So Taurus, the shock is for you, whilst you were dealing with your partner, maybe they were unfaithful, maybe because of issues with your partner, you were unfaithful. You have an older child here who intuited what was going on, who was standing at crossroads, sitting in fear because you breadcrumbed her. I think, Taurus, you've recently tried to patch things up with the energy of the Page of Cups. She could be a child of yours, older child, but I think she lives at a distance. And you may fear that if she finds out the real truth, there's going to be drama with the Knight of Swords, because she's going to feel even more heartbroken. So at the moment, Taurus, you're letting her just live her life. I don't think there's a lot of communication. 6 of Wands, she may be putting on a brave face. She may be concentrating on manifesting a successful career. But deep down, Taurus, she's heartbroken because she's figured out what was going on. Let's figure out whether or not you're going to manage to sort things out with your King of Cups. Queen of Wands. So Taurus, your King of Cups might have had an affair with the Queen of Wands. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. But he's hanging on to the relationship with you, Taurus, because of financial stability. What is this King of Cups saying to you? That he's been looking at the past, might have been looking at past mistakes with his Queen of Wands, and he's sorry for the conflict and drama. He's really sorry for the conflict and drama this caused. What is your reaction? You're defensive, but you're also in protection mode, Taurus. It's as if you are determined to protect this relationship at all costs. Wow, you're very strong, guys. What is your King of Cups saying? King of Swords. He might have been strategic, or it may well be that what your King of Cups is saying, Taurus, is King of Swords. He may want to seek legal advice to go through divorce. How are you going to feel about that? Yeah, Tower moment. Tower moment. Page of Wands. You're angry, Taurus. You're angry. Yeah. 9 of Swords. You're having sleepless nights. So you and your partner are not on the same page. Your partner, Taurus, wants a divorce. He's suggesting you guys go and see a lawyer, which is a Tower moment for you. You coped with the issue with the Queen of Wands because you wanted to stay in the 10 of Pentacles. Your King of Cups, your partner's been looking at the past, realizing he caused a lot of drama. But you've said to him, okay, all right, it happened, but I don't want to let the relationship go. What he's saying to you, Taurus, is, I think this is done. I think we should divorce. And you're having sleepless nights. But what you're realizing, Taurus, is this has been a long time coming. This has been a long time coming. So whilst you're trying to desperately hang on to the relationship, your partner, Taurus, is, I think, going to ask you for a divorce. It may be he wants to be with a Queen of Wands. It may well be, Taurus, he knows that the only reason you want to keep this marriage stable is you don't want to upset your children, but they may be a bit older, right? They'll cope with it. I feel whoever the High Priestess is, if she's one of your children, she's already figured out what was going on. So if you're trying to prevent your children from finding out, it may well be that at least one of your children already knows. Yeah, already knows that someone sat in the Knight of Wands. Already knows. All right, guys, so let's move into angel answers. Archangel Michael, what advice do the angels have for my lovely Taurians? What advice do the angels have for my lovely Taurians? Improving health. Tell us more about improving health for my lovely Taurians. Helpful people. Taurus, I think this marriage can be mended. You may be realizing, Taurus, that there are people around you who could help you at this time. I feel, Taurus, it may be time just to be totally honest with your kids. I think you've got more than one child here. And be assertive. And be assertive, I think, with your partner, with your King of Cups. Yes. And say to your King of Cups, I'm sorry, I'm not allowing you to divorce me. Right? I know you want to be with this Queen of Wands, but I'm sorry, I think we should try and talk about mending the situation, go to marriage counselling, whatever this is, and be assertive about it. Because if you stand your ground, Taurus, and ask for help from other people, there could be a peaceful resolution. You could patch up your marriage. Take action, Taurus. If you have been trying to keep this under wraps from your kids, ask for help from others. I think, Taurus, they already know what's going on, or at least one very intuitive child already knows what's going on. So if you're trying to hang on to your marriage for the sake of your child or children, they already know. If anything, your children or child may be upset that you felt you couldn't tell them what was really going on. Taurus, the angels are saying it's best that everything is out in the open, right? Get some fresh air into the situation. Don't keep this all to yourself, because it's not healthy. And it may even be that your child or children is so relieved that you've actually come out with the truth that they're going to help you in rebuilding this family situation. Could be. So Taurus, be open and honest with those people, could be kids that you've tried to hide this from, because you're going to be surprised how supportive they're going to be. And it might be that if you feel your children have simply accepted the situation, you can also persuade your partner to rebuild the marriage. Communication is the key. Okay, guys? All right, Taurus, I'm leaving it there, and we're now moving to the sign of Aries. So, my lovely Aries, here we go, guys. Here we go. I hope you're still with me. You probably just skipped to this part of the reading. What do we have for my lovely Aries? I don't know why I'm seeing 1111, 1111, which could be the wake-up code. Or you could be thinking about a new start pertaining to your stability. You could also be guided by the Archangels. 4 being the number of stability and the Archangels. Tell us about Aries. Thank you, Michael. Tell us about Aries. I'm seeing somebody flipping a coin up in the air and going heads or tails to someone. Heads or tails. Are you taking a risk? That card, those cards wanted to be seen. You're taking a risk, Aries. You may be offering an earth sign a new relationship. It could have been a long time coming, or you're on your way. And it might have taken you a long time. The sun is setting, you're on your way to sitting in self-love and moving forward in, I'm hearing from Michael, the right direction. Okay. All right, guys, let's have a look. The Emperor. All right, Aries. Might be connecting with an Aries masculine. You're taking charge. Wow. 4 of Wands, 11-11. And the Emperor can represent the divine masculine. Okay. The Hierophant. Oh, gosh, holy moly. This is a very spiritual connection. Now, for some of you, you may want to be with a Taurian. Or you may be dealing with a Taurian who's heartbroken because you may be ascending, Aries. You may be taking control and moving in another direction. The Star. This is twin union. You're wanting to heal a connection with your true divine twin, Aquarian energy. Wow, because Aries, you're seeing the bigger picture. You're seeing the bigger picture. Aries, I think you face Judgment Day. You face Judgment Day for the 7 of Swords, for some deception. You have faced Judgment Day for some deception. It could be you were simply sat in your shadow, Aries. Everyone's gone through that. With the energy of the moon, Cancerian energy, you are sitting in fear about the future because you might have sabotaged your twin flame connection. You might have sabotaged the relationship with your true divine feminine in the past. You may have been deceptive. 2 of Wands. You're standing at crossroads, Aries. It's as if you don't really know what to do now. Page of Coins. You may be thinking of a child, or you could be thinking of passing someone an olive branch. You know, I'm so sorry. You may want to apologize to somebody for bringing in the Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy, King of Coins. But you also want to relay, Aries, that you've blown up your commitment. You've blown up your relationship because it was toxic. You might have been sat in devil energy, Aries, obsessed with the stability of your relationship, but very unhappy. So Aries, you may have had an affair with someone only to realize at this point that the person you had a fling with, the person that maybe you deceived, was your true divine feminine. And now you're realizing the divine is pushing you through the dark night of the soul. They're asking you to face Judgment Day, to sit in the energy of the Emperor, to take control, to move into the 4 of Wands. I think, Aries, you're on a spiritual quest. I think you are on a quest to reunite in the 3D with your true divine feminine. But you're sitting in fear because you feel that she's not going to accept you in her life, even though what you plan on telling her is you've blown up your King of Coins energy. hanging on to money, obsessed with the stability of your relationship, and now you can be with her. But you're worried, Aries, that it's too late. Underneath the deck, guys, the Knight of Swords. I think, Aries, you've had a bit of a nightmare in your relationship. A lot of arguments, a lot of name calling, a lot of drama, a lot of conflict. Wow. Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, about a legal contract. You might have had issues with a Libra. With the energy of the Hangman, you're seeing things differently now. With the 5 of Cups, there's a lot of guilt, remorse, regret for sitting in the Knight of Wands in the past. It may be that's what led to the dissolving of your marriage, or that's what led to your partner cheating on you. I think, Aries, you've walked away from the Knight of Wands energy. I think you've also walked away from your marriage. And I think with the Knight of Cups, you are wanting to approach your divine feminine. You're wanting to manifest Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, your person from the past. You want to go back to the woman you met in the past, who is your true 10 of Cups. Wow. 2 of Cups, Aries. You fell in love in the past, but you broke the heart of your true divine feminine. You've been thinking about this woman. 3 of Wands, and oh my goodness, we have the Empress. Aries, this is a twin flame reading for you. You are realizing that now your ship can come in with your true divine feminine. The problem is she going to take you back? What else do we have for Aries? 7 of Coins, you may be looking at past mistakes. It might be this is you looking back, realizing you sat in your shadow, and everyone has lessons to learn, Aries, right? No judgment. You might have been more interested in keeping a relationship going because of money, because of the stability of that. But Aries, 9 of Wands, I mean, you weren't happy in that relationship. You weren't happy. 2 of Swords. You may have gone through times where you and your partner didn't speak. You might have blocked each other. You may have sat a little bit in ego, concentrated on your career, pretended everything was good, right? Wore a false mask. Hanging on to the money. Yeah. So what is this Empress, your divine feminine, going to say? What is this Empress going to say? She could be a Libra. She could be a Taurian. 8 of Pentacles. Temperance. Aries, she may say to you she will consider working on this if you're sat in the energy of temperance, if you're sat in the light. This is Archangel Michael, the Temperance card. If you're sat in the light, she would consider working on this with you. But she's not going to jump into a relationship with you too quickly. She's going to want to take her time. She's going to hold back from being intimate with you for a period of time, and it's going to take a lot of courage for her to open the door to you again, because you treated her like a one-night stand. And this is your true divine feminine, Aries. She's going to hold back because she wants to make sure you genuinely want a serious commitment with her, not just a fling. She's nervous, Aries, that you're going to try and maneuver her into a third-party situation. What are you going to say about that? What are you going to say to her? Ten of Swords. What you're going to say to her is you were betrayed by your partner, or your partner felt betrayed by you, or you're sorry you betrayed this woman. But basically, Aries, what you're saying to this Empress, divine feminine energy, is no, my other relationship is truly, honestly, completely over. It's over. Is that right? Is it really, really, really done? The World, it's done. Okay, so Aries, if she questions you, what you're going to say is, yeah, no, there is no way I'm going back to my partner. It is truly, truly done. It is truly, truly done. Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do the angels have to say to my lovely Aries? What do the angels have to say to my lovely Aries? Okay. Take action. Okay, Aries, whatever that means for you, take action. Take action. Yes, okay, Aries, just do what you need to do, whether or not this is you moving your situation into divorce, maybe, whether or not this is you moving out of living with your partner, whether or not this is you communicating with the divine feminine, take action, okay? Yeah. So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's helped you. Let me know if these readings resonated with you. Take care of you guys. Have a lovely weekend. And of course, I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, guys. Bye now.